Okay, here we go. I know that that's probably going to be a little loud. I'll adjust it in game here in a second. Let's see. Yeah, so it should be still. Yeah, still allowed to play Nightmare mode. I had to adjust some settings to get Nightmare mode for us because I've played it before on Xbox, and if you switch to PC, then you lose that, obviously, and you have to have beaten the game at least once in order to play on Nightmare mode. So I had to actually go onto the developer website and figure out how to find these cheating settings essentially here, which all I did was unlock Nightmare difficulty. Because I really like this game and I've played it a couple times and I'm decent at it, so Nightmare mode is something that I can totally do, and so I wanna do it. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in here. You guys let me know if volume needs to be adjusted in the stream. It's spooky.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic,
not.
and there's little fun to be had.
It's pretty creepy. It's not super scary, but it is spooky. They don't even call it a horror game, they call it a thriller.
But there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
It's kind of based on Twin Peaks or The Twilight Zone or something like that, you know, just a weird town with some creepy stuff going on in it that's weird and spooky, you know.
Imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild.
But there's definitely creepy, dark monsters
and
a lot of darkness in the game that we have to try to survive through. Is the volume okay? Everything good on you guys' end? Does anything need to be adjusted?
I was late, desperately trying
entering
to reach
Night
my destination,
Springs,
a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
That looks dangerous. Oh no! Oh gosh! He ran that man over. That man has been run over. He's going to die again.
I've seen the hitchhiker too late.
Volume's great. That's good. Glad to hear it. Yep. Poor guy. Luckily, it's a dream, and also he's probably a monster thing anyway. So what difference does it make, right?
And I would never see Alice again.
Remember, kids, it's not a problem to kill monsters as long as they're actually non-human, actual monsters. You know, you can't just say a person's a monster and kill them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking specifically shadow people, weird, creepy shadow people.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Whose bodies apparently disappear. Episode 1, Nightmare.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly.
So I've never played this on PC, so I don't know how the controls are gonna feel. I've always been pretty decent at using. Nothing is moving me as a character. Oh, is my controller plugged in? Is that the problem? Where is my controller? Ah, yeah, it's registering my controller for controls. So let's see if we can switch that really quick, because I really would prefer to use. Well, I guess it's gonna be too big of a deal to change it. But maybe. Why can I control the or the camera with my? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, it's not allowing me to move around yet. It wants me to just look. Okay, reverse controls. No, that should be fine. Okay, yeah, so the keyboard is working. I just had to do what it was telling me to do. I wasn't doing it because I was a moron. I'm glad that the volume is good. Let me know if it's a little quiet now that we're actually in game, because I definitely had the other volume up a little higher. So there's a lot of collectibles in this game and a lot of secret areas. I think Moto likes you. So there's a lot of ways that a lot of places we can go and find secret stuff, like over here. It's like this thermos is over here. There's 100 thermoses in the game. So you can search all throughout the whole game. And there's plenty of places where you can kind of go a little ways into the forest where it's super spooky and there's lots of bad guys and maybe find a secret item or something. So we won't be doing a ton of that, maybe a little bit, because there are these pages that you find throughout the game that that tell the story of the game, so we might want those. Missing. So that's a picture of us. Have you seen this man? So that's a picture of Alan, the main character here. So, oh hey, like there's the guy we ran over with the car. He looks angry and like he has a weapon. Oh, good gravy. No, I don't. No, it's okay. It's okay. Oh boy. Nope. It's okay. I'm just gonna jump off here. Nope. I'm fine. Nope. There's.
It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for you.
I don't need this. I wonder what that QR code is. Let's find out. I'm legitimately curious. I have my phone here. Let's see if we can use this QR code. I didn't know this was gonna be here. Moment of levity in the situation. Anyway, might help everyone be a little less spooked. Shut up, QR scanner. There we go. It just says www.alanwake www.facebook.com/alanwake. I can't quite get it to focus in there. You could probably see it there for half a second. Isn't that from Madagascar? Can't spell it. Madagascar. Is what from Madagascar? I don't know what's from Madagascar. I like Madagascar though. Space to jump. Okay. So I've been watching people play. You can dodge enemy attacks, shift and move in one direction. I've been watching a lot of people play like Resident Evil 2 and stuff, and so poop. It's really hard to dodge on the keyboard. I feel like I should have a different button be that. Okay, I did it again. Okay, I'm gonna have to keybind that to a different button. Let me move. Is dodge on a different thing or okay? So I have to move sprint, which is kind of unfortunate, but let's just do that and see if it works for us. Ow! Come on! I dodged so many times. Oh, okay, so I was just doing it too close to the time that he would have actually hit me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I've been working on.
So yeah, I've been watching a lot of people play Resident Evil 2, and it's super neat, but it's expensive, and I didn't want to pay for it so that I could play it. And I already own Alan Wake, and Alan Wake's really cool, and I love it, and I've been wanting to play it for a long time on the channel. So here we are. What? I can't hear you. Yeah, I've also not played, or I've not missed a day without putting up a video in 21 days now. But today I'm really kind of under the weather, and so it's way easier to stream and not have to worry about filming and editing and stuff, and just be a little more low-key than it is to like put up an actual video. So I decided this would be a lot of fun. Play this game that I like, have some fun, maybe some people will stop in, we'll get to talk a little bit, create some content for the channel.
Clay Stewart, remember?
Clay Stewart?
There's no time to lose.
Who are you? I've never met anyone named Clay Stewart in my life.
Oh no!
Oh no! Clay Stewart,
Stop!
I don't think you're gonna win this fight.
No!
But like I said, you're not gonna win this fight.
No!
No, Clay! No! I only just met you and I don't have any idea who you are, Clay. Oh gosh! No! He's dying!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Okay, so now, oh hey look! That's my conspiracy of faith? Okay. Tom the Poet. How do we get out of here? Of course, well, I guess he just literally just said I was trapped, there was no way out. So at least I know that. It is very loud in here.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
But I can't get out. Alright. Sorry I said that. Maybe I could jump up on the window and get out the... Aha! That wall just got vaporized by light. My heart is beating very quickly in my head.
You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Okay, safe. Go into the safe haven. Safe light haven. Haven lights. Safely doodle doos.
Well done. I have something important to tell you.
Okay.
It goes like this.
What's up?
For he did not know.
No, beyond
that
the light
he
called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been, to its ports I've been.
Do you understand?
No, I really don't.
Follow my light.
I actually really don't understand that. I've beaten this game more than once, and I still don't understand what that poem is supposed to be about.
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the
Alright.
most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark.
Ammo!
presence. You can't hurt him now. The
Okay.
darkness protects him
So-
from all harm.
Well, explain how I do hurt him then for the wonderful people out there.
Make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Take the light. Alright.
Flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Burn the darkness from his body with the flashlight. I forgot that on nightmare mode, like, burning the shadows off of somebody takes forever. Like, just for gosh darn ever.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him.
Okay.
He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Okay, so now we're gonna shoot him. I like that this game doesn't actually have a reticle, it just has a... You just have your flashlight. So you don't know where you're actually shooting other than where your flashlight shines. Which is fun, you know, it's cool, it's more realistic.
That is all.
I mean, obviously getting your flashlight to point exactly where your gun is pointing is kind of difficult in real life, but, you know, still cool.
Terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
This sure is a crappy dream. Okay.
This way, and now I'm gonna
So the thing about the light is you can boost the light's power by right clicking, but it uses your flashlight power, so it's kind of the worst. But like, it is helpful. So you have to use it sparingly so you don't waste all of your energy. Oh, there's a thermos up. Whoa! Whoa! Oh boy, there's two of you! No, stay back! And the focus beam actually also stuns enemies, so... 3, 4... I don't remember how many shots it takes to actually kill someone. Each different type of enemy takes up more or less bullets. Okay, so I gotta be careful here on this little ledge, but it definitely leads to a thermos. And like I said, we're not gonna focus too much on finding all of the secret items and stuff like that. But if we see them, we're going to try to grab them. And I know I saw one just right up here somewhere on the side of this building, but I don't see it now. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there it is. There we go. It was inside the building. I must have saw through a crack somewhere? That's weird. I don't think I could have. Well, maybe from right through there I could have seen it. That's probably what it was. Hello, Aja King. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Everybody doing okay today? So it's a good day to be alive, you know?
just like
No, I'm not dead. You're gonna die. You're a shadow zombie monster thing, and I'm gonna shoot you with my flashlight and then with my gun. There we go. Got him. Ha ha! Yeah, kick butt. That was fun. I really like this game, like I said before, and I feel like it's like, no, you die. You die, evil person. Fall off. I want you to fall right the heck off of that cliff that you just climbed up. Out of ammo. Okay, well, that's... I'm just gonna run. I think just running now is a good idea, because I'm pretty much out of bullets. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. That billboard up there says Alan Wake. Run! Although I imagine there might have been something inside of that car that I wanted. Oh, poops. Like at least a thermos. Everything is all laggy. No worries, that's the actual game, it's not the internet. The game just tanked for a second. Oh, we've got plenty of time. Why did I rush? We're perfectly, I can go back now. Okay. So that was fun, running away from the big creepy tornado. Is the sound okay? Because it looks like the levels of the whooshing are almost on par with... Oh, it got way faster. Oh, poop. The whooshing seems like it's almost caught up with the sound of my voice as far as volume's concerned. Which I can always pump up my voice just a little bit without even adjusting any of the in-game stuff, but I can always turn the in-game volume down a little bit if you think that's going to be helpful. Hey, Monkey Ninja, how's it going? Yeah, this is a super fun game. I was telling the other guys I'm still a little under the weather. I'm on the mend now, but like definitely not feeling quite up to snuff. And so I figured that if I just streamed something quietly by myself, that it would
just another nightmare.
And let people come in and hang out while I played, then it would be way easier than trying to get another video up for today.
Would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
So that was kind of like a little tutorial thing. So now the game's really getting started. So, although I do think it's cool the way they integrated the tutorial into the actual storyline. Like, that's always really cool. When there's like a tutorial reason for Welcome to Bright Falls, there's an actual tutorial reason for actual story reason for your tutorials. It's cool. I remember back in Halo 1, whenever you come out of the pod and they're like, oh, we gotta calibrate your suit settings, so try doing all of these things, and that's how they teach you how to do it and how they make sure you're good with the controls and stuff. It's cool. It's well done.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand
I
next
thought
to
we
that
kind
old
of
gentleman.
were
I
on
want a shot
vacation.
of you with the town in the background.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll do that
even give you a title for the shot.
eventually.
A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
I want to make sure there's not any collectibles on the ship first, because this is the only time we're here. So, you know, it would be a waste if we missed a collectible right here on the ship while we're like perfectly safe. What'd you say to me?
Before we miss the shot.
What are you saying to me, punk? Huh? You got a problem with me? You got a problem with me? I got a problem with you.
Okay. Good day to you too.
We'll see who's got the last laugh. That sounds kind of ominous. Kind of like he's really not a nice person. I don't know. That's a weird thing. Ah. Oh, good. Deer Fest.
Huh? Did you hear that? Huh?
Sounds fun. But it is pretty.
You have a lovely.
It is really nice to be able to run this on my PC with the higher graphical settings than I ever got on the 360 and the better load times.
Recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake.
Oh, well, thanks.
Pleasure. I'm an avid
It is a
reader,
pleasure
so
for you,
I hope
yes.
this isn't too presumptuous
Oh,
of me,
oh,
but
please, the
I
pleasure
have
is all
a
yours.
local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we
Might be
could
fun to
keep
go talk to
everything
people, but,
just
you know,
between
sure,
us.
whatever. If Alan doesn't want to do it, that's fine.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be this way. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I
Yeah,
hope
so
you-
Alan here is having, like, some issues getting anything put down on paper, so he's kind of on vacation of sorts to clear his head, is the it's pretty much where the story begins. Hello, Glenn. How's it going? You know, we're just playing some Alan Wake. I don't know if you've ever seen any Alan Wake before. It's fun. It's like a psychological thriller game, so it's, you know, borders on horror, spoopy but fun. A lot of really good like story beats here or there, based on Stephen King, Twilight Zone, Twin Peaks sort of stuff. You know, like all that stuff where like things are just really off and weird and creepy. So I was just telling everybody else, we're here on vacation to this little town called Bright Falls for, like, to try to get over our writer's block, because the main character, Alan, here is a pretty famous author in the vein of Stephen King. So, yeah, so we're just,
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And
I didn't realize you were waiting
on.
on me to talk to you, wife. Sorry about that. I don't remember what her name is.
How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
What is her name?
Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word.
Well, actually, that guy over there did say something like, we'll see who gets the laugh city person or something like that. It was kind of spooky, having programmer's block. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
Barry,
I've
we're
only
settling in.
just dabbled in the tiniest bit of programming, but, like, it seems like a really easy thing to, like, get a hang up on something and not be able to figure out exactly what the best way to work around it is. And just, like, struggling to come up with a faster, more efficient way of doing it.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says something to you too.
Alan, we're here.
Barry's
Come on,
pretty
let's
great,
go to the
actually.
bar.
Like, when I first played the game the first time, I thought he was really irritating. But now that I've seen more of the game and stuff, he's actually pretty delightful.
From the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for
Carl
us.
Stuckey. That was a really rough drive off
I'll
of
go
the
fill it out when
ferry.
you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
This must have been, yeah, so sync from Microsoft.
Thank
Yeah,
you for coming here with me.
this
I love you too. Go
this
on.
car
Keep
is
posted.
definitely like a product placement. I'm pretty sure it had the actual Lincoln logo on the back of it. So,
I'd forgotten there were still places like this.
yeah,
Towns
it's a
where
cutout of
everybody
me.
knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God.
Shh,
I am
it's
your
okay.
biggest
It's okay.
fan.
Nope, don't worry
I know
about it.
people say that
It's
all the
fine.
time,
I'm
but
just a
I
normal man.
really
Leave me
am.
alone.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey.
I'm just a
Carl
normal
Stuckey?
person. Just want to go find Mr. Stuckey.
Of course, Mr. Wake. He
Mr.
must have gone to visit the
Carl's
restroom.
stuck
He'll be back in
somewhere
a moment.
else right now.
Can't believe it. I've got all your books.
Okay,
I got the cutout from the bookstore.
I see.
When they took it out of the
Ah,
window.
I see. That's why I'm
How'd you
over
keep it
here,
here?
huh?
Well, okay. Good for you. Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
So everyone here is gonna know who I am.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
You know, the
Rusty
first time I
here
ever
is
played
no
this
longer needed.
game,
Nothing
I didn't
but
really
black
drink any
and a
coffee,
thin layer of skin.
but it is kind of
Yeah,
interesting
that
to
makes
think
two
about
of
that
us.
now, like going someplace and drinking their coffee and it being really great, especially for like a little diner
Are
or
you staying
something.
long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation.
What does this
with
newspaper say?
Alan Wake.
No more dangerous than something. I don't know. I always love games where you can actually like get down
Are you
and
on your
read
own,
the
or
textures
is
on
your
the
wife with
newspapers
you?
and stuff
I
like
can show
that.
you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
That sounded
Thanks, Rose.
it sounded a little
keep
bit
that.
kind of, I don't know. Seems like she's trying to convince me to go on a date with her, whether my wife is here or not.
Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox.
Sure thing,
I'd do
old
it
man.
myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation.
I pressed the button for you.
Serious? Coconut again?
It's broken. It didn't work.
Disgust me. Call yourself a
Let me-
rocker. Unbelievable.
There we go. I gotta
It
tap the
does
mouse
that.
button.
Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good
A little bit of a
solid
tutorial
whack.
here.
Now, that's what I'm
Tutorial!
talking about. Yes.
There's some sort of. I'm trying to remember.
This is it.
I'm pulling up the. I'm gonna pull up the Steam overlay really quick. You guys won't be able to see it, but I know that there is an achievement for the lime and the coconut, and I want to make sure that I get it because I'm just delighted by it. There's one that's just called "Put the Lime in the Coconut." I'm pretty sure. Mr. Doctor. Hypercaffeinated? No, okay. I actually don't see it here, so maybe I'm not thinking of. I just realized that this song is probably copyrighted, so I need to get away from it now because I'm gonna get copyright struck for playing this game.
You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it.
It's just the dark, ma'am. It's not.
I wanted to find Stucky to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always.
Ah, come on. Fans are great. Like getting to talk to somebody who knows who you are and who cares about who you are and stuff. That's a cool thing. You just gotta. You know what his problem is? He just doesn't take joy in the little things. You know, he should just take joy in what's going on in his life.
Hello.
Looks like he's got a lovely wife. He's got a successful career.
Mr. Stucky?
You know, his problem is that he's trying to force himself to write when he doesn't want to. And oh
Carl.
gosh!
Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions.
Why would you hand me it that way?
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in the cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife.
That sounded a little spooky.
I insist.
Oh, it got even spookier.
Thanks.
Why is she in morning clothes? And why would I trust anyone that looked like that? Oh, okay. Well, at least in game, she looks a lot more like just a little old lady.
Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Because in the cinema screen, she obviously looks a lot more like a corpse. Here, she just looks like a normal lady. So I don't know. I guess she's not as spooky as one might think. What's up, lady?
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, lady.
And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Yeah, so she's the crazy old lady in town. She creepy. It's true. Yep. Those gosh darn hernias. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head off. You guys enjoy.
Waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Okay, and then
Mr. Wade.
I bet you. Yeah, there's my wife. What is her name? It's not Emily, is it?
Accomplished. The key?
Surely not.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
I can't remember what her name is, and if it is Emily, it's gonna be weird, because that's my wife's name.
Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
So we got the wrong keys. I don't know if you noticed what that was. That was Stucky, the guy we were supposed to see about getting keys. And instead, we were given him by some creepy, super weird lady. Ma'am, have you considered decaf? Yes.
You're supposed to be on vacation.
Yes.
I'll figure it
No,
out.
her name's Alice. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I didn't think it was Emily.
We can talk about
But I knew it was one of those more like, just like, really English-sounding names. You know, Emily, Alice, you know, like. So.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
I mean, if you spend your money wisely and you invest well and you're a bestseller, you don't really need to write more books. Like, you don't have to. That's something that I think a lot of creators don't realize is that they get rich and then they just kind of live the lifestyle, whereas they could invest intelligently and then they can live a perfectly normal life and just never have to worry about finances again. Because, you know, you get rich, and then they, like, blow all their money on crazy stuff. And I'm like, just buy a normal house and a normal car, too. Make sure that your kids have a college fund, and then put everything else away into, like a Roth IRA or something so that you can have a good retirement.
And I've got the flashlight.
And then just go work part-time somewhere or something and live off of interest off of the rest of your money.
I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on.
Although it can't be a Roth IRA it can't be an IRA if you're gonna live off of the money. But invest, you know, invest in like the market as a whole.
Are you sure you read the directions right? It's nothing like in the brochure. It said near the lake, not on it.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Also, this is a super spooky old bridge. I don't know why anyone would possibly like think that this was a good idea. Bird leg cabin. Okay, let's see. What do we have over this way? I kind of want to just take it easy. Search things out, you know, have some fun. Even if you have money, would you really want to stop creating? No. That's not really what I'm saying. But I'm saying that whenever you are, the money you have, spend it on, or put it away in intelligent ways. And then you can create on your own time. So see, that's one of the issues with a creative job for money, is that there are going to be times in your life where you're going to hit creative blocks and stuff like that. And a lot of times those will rear their head whenever you feel pressured to create when you don't want to, or don't have the ability to at that point. So there's definitely a level there of that. The reason I say all of that is because it's really cool when a creator
Alice told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Being a creator and being able to create on your own time instead of having to worry about whether or not your creations are utterly successful is kind of where it's at, you know, right? So if you can invest intelligently and then have, you know, then you can create as a hobby as much as you want. And if you want to push it into more of a career, you can, but you don't have to worry about it or continue to push it into a career. You can, but you don't have to worry about it, like, affecting whether or not you have food on the table, you know? G'day, Satrix! How's it going, my friend? Everything going okay? I don't think I've ever really searched this area of the game very thoroughly at all, but, I mean, apparently there's nothing here, so.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
Open the lock! And in we go! I just opened it. Oh, there we go, I see. They want me to do one of those little quick time event opening sort of things.
Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
I'll take care of it. Let's see, there should be
Hello?
Did I just hear
Anyone
some
here?
footsteps above me? I don't remember that. Wonder if the PC version of this game is any different from the console version of the game. I'm very curious about that now. Okay, well, let's see if there's anything up here.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Well, it's from the 70s, according to this calendar that has not changed since the 70s. So perhaps that should be a bad sign.
The nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Whoa, okay, well, that was spoopish.
Damn.
That was spoopalicious, guys. What do we got here? Oh, hey, that's
I needed to get the power running.
The guy.
There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Okay, so I figure I was looking for something inside first. I mean, I remembered that I needed to go out back to the shed, but...
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Cool. Will do, lovely wife of mine. Feel like it's a haunted island. I mean, you're not really wrong.
An old
theoretically.
Had been connected to the power cable.
Okay, let's get this puppy started up. Yeah, there we go. Let there be light. Achievement unlocked. You guys can't see that. The Steam overlay said I got an achievement, guys. I'm not crazy. I'm not just hearing voices in my head.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
I already looked around. I looked at things. I even went and looked at the place on the top of the mountain. I held the F key to pay respects and focus on things.
Sleep here and forget about my work.
Yep, just calm down, let it flow, yo.
I thought we could be happy here.
Were you right? Were you right? Could you be happy here? Seems like a thing you could do is just be happy, you know? Okay, so what do we got going on in the house now? Return to Alice. Alice in Wonderland. Is there anything spookier than an old like wooden rocking horse? Like, especially if it severely needs a new painting.
I have a surprise for you.
Okay, up we go. Up.
Well, hello there.
Hello, wife.
It's in the study. Go take a look.
I'm curious about what your newspaper says, though. Okay, let's see. Local park ranger Forest is more dangerous than usual. I think it says something right along those lines. So clearly the forest is spoopy. And surprise! There's a typewriter.
What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past.
No! That's not the point!
Hey, just hear me out.
It's not the point of coming here.
Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, she just wants to help you. Oh, gosh!
Alan?
She's here. The creepy lady is here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Your wife just wants to help.
God damn it.
I understand.
He's follow me in the dark.
He's frustrated because everyone's trying to force him to write, and it's a lot of pressure. And he feels pressured by everything in the whole world to write more, but he just can't right now. So I get that. But the idea that he could, go talk to some diver's aisle. The idea that he could go talk to somebody who can maybe help him work through some of his issues is not a bad idea. Like, it's perfectly reasonable.
Alice?
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Alice!
Alice, no!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Don't worry, wife. I'm coming.
Alice, I'm coming!
Oh, gosh. Evil demon birds! Demon birds that die when I shine flashlights at them. That makes no sense. That makes very little sense at all. Almost killed those birds. They're gonna keep coming back for more until we do. Okay, there we go. I killed them. They're all dying now. I used a good old-fashioned flashlight to kill some birds. Some boids! Oh, no. No, she fell. I can see her in the water. Save her, Alan!
Keep going. Wake up.
And thus the story gets super confusing and weird. Whee! That's the point of like a thriller / horror situation, though, is to make you feel powerless and robbing you of any semblance of like
felt like I had woken
knowing what's going on is really helpful at making you feel real spooked,
I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
Something terrible had happened!
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Yeah, we need to come up with technology that you can use to call for help.
Alice's things was a book. The
Creator's Dilemma.
Neil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the.
I don't like him either. I love it when video games have like really good textures on little objects, though, like really high res textures, so you can actually look at a book or a newspaper or something and actually read it.
It looked like a long hike through the
It's always really fun, and sometimes they hide little goofy tidbits of things in there, So, I'm curious. I'm going to run up here really quick and make sure I didn't miss anything on the other side of the car. But, like, where am I? Stuckey's County Store. Okay, so I'm nowhere near the lake. I think that's the lake way down there. So, clearly, a lot has changed since I jumped into the water. Trying to remember which direction I need to go from here. This way, I guess? Yeah, this makes sense. Damn. Checkpoint reached. Oh, I pretty much died. I'm lucky to be alive in a lot of ways right now. Blacked out, jumping into a lake, and then wake up in a car wreck in a car that's just about to fall off a cliff. You climb out, and the car falls off a cliff. Clearly, that's pretty rough. So this game, one of the reasons I wanted to play it on my channel is because this is legitimately the first game that bordered on horror that I really ever played and enjoyed. I was pretty squeamish when I was younger, so when I played this when I was 16 or so I guess that was 9 years ago, almost 10 now. When I played this about 10 years ago, it was really scary to me, and it was really
Hello?
like, but I
Someone
enjoyed
there?
it. I enjoyed the fear. But I like look forward to the moments of levity between the fear where I would be calm and like things weren't bad anymore, because there's
The loose
episodes,
sheets of
and
paper
at the
were
beginning of
pages
each
from a
episode it's like
manuscript
the
entitled Departure.
day. So
That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author.
wearing
I
a
am
tweed
Luke.
blazer with patches on
I
the
couldn't
sleeves over a
remember
hoodie.
anything.
He is.
In the scene
He's
on the
super
page,
cool.
The hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
So this is one of the really interesting things that happens in this game. You pick up pages, and the pages are things that are happening around you in the game. And some of the pages you can only unlock on Nightmare Mode, which is why I wanted to play on Nightmare Mode. And so, like, we get them, and then we're able to, like, read them, and they're
His
fun.
face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Yeah, Alan clearly knows fashion. He is a man of high fashion. So yeah, and it was one of the few games that I played that I did really well at, especially at that point in my life, and so I was like really interested in playing it more. And I was sure that I could beat it on the harder difficulties.
Anybody there?
And find
Please, I've been in an accident.
more of the pages, you know, and more collectibles and stuff. I never completionist ran it. There's been almost no games in my life that I've ever completionist ran. But I really did get a whole lot done. Really enjoyed it. So it really kind of started this whole trend, because it wasn't long after that I ran into a group of friends
The
that...
lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Wasn't long after that I ran into a group of friends that also enjoyed horror games a lot, and they asked me to play horror games with them as like a group thing. And so we got together once a week and played spooky games, and it was a lot of fun. And then we decided, well, heck, why aren't we recording this? So we started recording it, and we started our own little YouTube channel, and that was a couple of years before I started this channel that I really got into that and doing that. Well, I guess it's more than that. That channel ran for a while. It just was inconsistent, and I didn't know how to do good marketing at the time, and so okay.
Barry took another sip of the heavenly coffee. He grinned at Rose. Surely this was love. Rose gushed on breathlessly. The new one will be a masterpiece, I know it. You must tell him not to listen to the trolls in the forums saying Departure will never get finished. He should take his time and make it perfect. I can wait.
Yeah, so that's a Nightmare one. So it actually is placed a little further into the story than the ones that we're finding already, because it's presumed that you've beaten the game once and are playing on Nightmare. Are those videos still online? They are indeed. My friends are a little more crass than I am, so you have to take that into consideration. But I can go ahead and really quick just pull it up and let you guys see it so that you'll know what it looks like if you're interested in it. That way, if you're ever interested in trying to find it, you don't have to like search really hard for it or anything. You can just pull it up. Yeah, it's still, the channel is still running, and it's, I mean it doesn't have any, a video hasn't been uploaded to it in a long time, but so let's see, let's turn on display capture and pull that above the game capture. So it's here, it's called Dr. Fusion. And yeah, see, it's got 153 subscribers, 456 videos. And we did a lot of like retro gaming stuff. So we were playing a lot of like Super Nintendo games and stuff. I'm probably in half of the videos, maybe less, because I was just one of many people who were on it. But we played all kinds of stuff. My friend Ian is the editor, and he was way better at editing than me. He's really does an impressive job of it. We played some really cool games. Some of my favorite videos are these crawl videos here, because that's a really cool game. And then we also finished Donkey Kong Country 1 and Donkey Kong Country 2, and that was me. And then over here, Nathaniel and the Xenoverse. That's the very first. Oh, you can't see it because yeah, there we go. That's the very first video I ever edited. So I just slapped something together and sent it to Ian and said, I edited this. You can put it on the channel and we can see how it works. So, yeah. So this is the Dr. Fusion frequency is really what we called it, but the name of the channel is just Dr. Fusion. So there it is if you guys are ever interested in seeing it. Yeah. So that's kind of how... When will I play Dave Microwave games again? I probably should get back into that sooner rather than later. I know that he's had a couple come out that I haven't gotten a chance to play. So maybe I should just go ahead and do those in the next few days. Just because, I mean, they've been out for a while, so it's not going to be a big boost to, like, my channel views or anything like that, but it is something that I love, so I'll probably just do it anyway. So, yeah, so Alan Wake kind of holds a special place in my heart because it was the first horror game I ever played, really, if you can even call it horror, really, which is, it just kind of borders on horror, which is why I was okay playing it, even though I was kind of squeamish.
Hey! Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
That's Stucky.
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky.
Oh, so that page I read was about him. I thought it was about my nightmare the night before, but no, it's him.
Reservation deposit required.
Fair and square. Okay, so now we're gonna have to run because I don't have any weapons, obviously. Oh, wait. Not this way. I don't want to run this way. He's gone now. He was here, and now he's gone. That's weird. Okay, so I've got a manuscript page here, and we'll read that in a little bit. There's also a coffee thermos over here. So there's 100 of those in the game. We're probably not going to find them all, but we might as well grab as many of them as we see. And exploration is really fun in this game, so... If not completely and utterly nerve-wracking. Okay, and into this way. I thought he was right in front of me, and then he's just gone. So that's kind of weird. I sprinted the opposite direction. I guess he went somewhere else. It's like, oh, I can't cut that guy in half with an axe right now. Okay, I'm running into the house because... Good, yep, never mind, I'm fine. Oh gosh, it's turning into The Shining.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be.
How long will it take to finish the game? It's a great game. Hey, he referenced The Shining too. It really kind of depends. I mean, I know the game pretty well, so I could probably finish it in a week or two pretty easily. But I mean if everyone's interested in me playing it from start to finish, I totally will. Nordic walking. Yes, hi Sheriff. I gotta talk. Oh, poop.
Hello?
Poop. Okay, well that's not good. I think I need to get out of here. Like nowish. But that's gonna happen. I'm gonna die if I don't get out of here. See what I'm saying, Alan? We gotta get out of here. Okay, I made it. I survived, and then I got tased on that electrical line. I'm lucky to be alive, honestly, because checkpoint reached. Okay. So I could probably beat the game in 1 day per episode. And then I have American Nightmare and the DLC for it, too, I believe. So I could likely go ahead and just finish all of it over the period of a few, like 3 weeks tops for all 7 episodes and the American Nightmare! Got him!
I'd never fired a gun.
What am I gonna do with 100 plus thermoses? You know,
there were no bodies.
Drink coffee. Maybe
real enough to make me sick.
Maybe some soup too. We're gonna drink a lot of coffee. Eat some soup. You can keep. Oh, ow! What happened? What was that? What just happened? I don't think that was I think something weird just happened. Okay, there's the paint over here that you can only see from your flashlight shining on it.
Hand-painted graffiti
There we go.
revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies.
Ooh, a flare gun. Oh man, it's gonna be so much easier to switch between weapons on PC than it was on the Xbox. Like, the Xbox had it on the D-pad, and the D-pad on the Xbox is garbage anyway, especially on the 360. It was like the most garbage D-pad of all time. So it's actually like really cool that I'm gonna be able to just use number keys for hotkeying items now. All right, kick it. I don't. What? Why kicking it fix the problem? I don't quite understand. I mean, I know it shut it off, but why did it shut it
was the
off?
last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Yeah, now that everything is filled with horrible monster people, I really don't want to. Oh, hi! It's duck season. Fire! Rabbit season. Duck season. Fire! Hopefully, at least someone, which I assume at the very least Glenn and probably Monkey Ninja, gets the Bugs Bunny reference there. There is a page up there in the woods I can see, up in this shack. This kind of reminds me of what's it called? Slender. I've never played any real Slender before. It might be cool to go back and play some of the real Slender games and stuff like that. Like, I've really focused in on new games on this channel because I like one of the big things I want to do with the channel is I want to connect with new game creators, and I want to help them get some publicity and stuff, and you know, I just really enjoy that. And I like showcasing the art of new indie games and stuff, but I do miss some of these older horror experiences that I didn't get to experience or experience but never got to do anything with on my channel. So maybe I'll have to go back and mess with some of those things at some point. I mean, I'm sure they'll do terribly on the channel as far as, like, views and stuff, just because... Ah! Okay, spooky! Spooky, spooky, spooky. Just because I also do get a lot of my publicity, a lot of my viewership from those same things. But honestly, be concerned for everyone who doesn't get the reference. Well, Glenn, you have to remember that you and I are completely grown men, and we were homeschooled, and we obviously experienced a lot of references that our parents taught us. And therefore, there's a lot of people who have probably never seen Bugs Bunny.
I didn't even want to look at the water.
Yep, I don't really like this. This seems spooky, but you know, what else can I do, right? So, a big part of playing this game on Nightmare mode is like searching every nook and cranny, because if you want all those pages, you gotta search everywhere. Ah, thermoses. And the game does a good job of like hiding where the boundaries are, but at the same time, the boundaries are very clear. So you don't really have to worry as much about like searching the whole forest or anything, because you're gonna run out of places to look. So if you search literally everywhere, you will eventually find everything, but it's not going to take as long as searching literally everywhere in, you know, like Skyrim or something, where the boundaries literally don't exist for the most part. Okay. I don't think there's anything over on that rock, so I think I'm good to keep going. Okay, there's like a... What's that? What's that? Who is talking right now, and why are they talking, and why are they talking the way they're talking? Oh, it's Stucky? Another manuscript page. Okay, good. Also, the game really plays with light a lot, so if you can really see something off in the distance, there's almost definitely going to be something important there, or it is important in some way. So, like, that's where we're headed. That's where we were before, and this thing here lit up like a Christmas tree, and it had a manuscript page on it. So, it's pretty cool. Honestly, because oh yeah, that was the one I already read. Sometimes I do that. I look over to see if there's any new things being said in chat, and my brain just like, since I'm talking out loud so much, I guess my brain automatically reads it out loud instead of like reading it in my head to make sure it's not something I've already read before. And I don't know why that's such a reflex, but I've seen professional streamers do it too. So I think it really must have something to do with the fact that when you're streaming, you know, like, you have this idea in your head that you can't stop talking. And therefore, if I can't stop talking, then if there are words in front of me, then they are probably going to be read. Which makes sense. Like, why, if I have words in front of me and I'm trying to talk as much as I can, then I should read those words. Okay, I don't see anything over here. Because that's like the #1 complaint of most people who come into streams, is the streamer not talking and just playing the game. Which works really well to my... Oh! Hey! Hey! Bad person. No. No. Neither of you are going to be hurting me or doing anything spooky today. No spookiness for you. Come on! Got him! That was close. I thought I was going to get hit for sure. But it worked out. But yeah, the fact that I never stop talking is always been a strength of mine anyway, so. Is that dialogue supposed to be scary? It sounds really goofy. I actually think it's supposed to be somewhere in between scary and goofy. Like I say, it's a psychological thriller, so it's really supposed to just be kind of, like, unsettling in a goofy, weird sort of way. Because it is, like, really loosely based in, like, Twin Peaks and Twilight Zone and stuff, you know, which were spooky things sometimes, but there was a lot of, like, corny, weird stuff, too. Ooh, more paint. That means we can find more, supplies somewhere around here. Okay, up this ladder. And it's supposed to be kind of like a, you know, a mediocrely written horror novel, essentially. And if you've ever seen, like, old Stephen King movies, the Taken are filled with darkness. If you've ever seen old Stephen King films, like The Langoliers, like, there was some really stupid lines in that movie that were, like, just laughably hilarious. Like in The Langoliers, there are these monsters, and they're, like, eating up the whole world, and they're after the people, and the little kid is explaining what the Langoliers sound like, and he's like, it's like the sound when you pour Rice Krispies out of the box. And it's just amazing. Like, it's supposed to be scary, it's supposed to invoke, like, a feeling, but it comes across corny and ridiculous. And that's one of the things that I love about this game, is that it really does capture that a lot of times. And there's some really good comedic moments in it, and it does a good job of, like, marrying the comedy and the horror into just an enjoyable experience. So, like, all the lines that you hear the Taken say are things, obviously, I'm sure you've figured this out at this point, but they're things that the person would have said whenever they were a regular person, instead of now being a weird monster person. And so, that said, there's a lot of funny things that can be done with that, because, like, Stucky rents out apartments, so he's rents out cabins, so he's constantly talking about cabins.
I had to make my way up some other way.
Okay, but I do need to knock down those cups. There's some cups up there, or some cans, rather. I really don't want to waste the ammo, but I'm really close to hitting it. There we go, I did it! It wasn't worth it. I'm sure it's going to be easier to hit that thing somewhere else later on anyway, but I'm pretty sure I was close to my limit on bullets anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Anything over here in the spooky, spooky woods? In the spooky, spooky lumberyard? And I think the game really does want to, like, give a little bit of levity to keep itself from being too scary. Because, you know, Whoa! Hello! Whoa! Hello! It's rated T for teen, you know, and it didn't really bill itself as, like, an all-out-and-out horror game. It's Remedy, which is the same people that made Max Payne, which is, like, just really, really a goofy, doofy thing, too, even though it's, like, super serious at times. So I'm sure that a little bit of their doofiness from how goofy Max Payne could be spilled over into it, because Max Payne is supposed to be like a hard-boiled detective like sort of thing, like not really noir, more like Chicago police officer, like loose cannon cop on the edge who don't play by nobody's rules, action movie sort of character. So more like an 80s action movie hard-boiled detective than a noir detective. Okay, so now I have that counts as a checkpoint. And here's another page for the manuscript, which I guess, I don't know. You guys want us to like focus in on the manuscript stuff right now, or do you want to like I guess we'll just go ahead and read the manuscript and see what happens. So we already did. We're attacked by the shadowy murderer.
The Taken stood before me. It was
at least gives me a moment to rub my eyes and not talk.
It stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease.
That line.
Like ink on water, like a cloud of blood.
Dirty Harry, exactly. Yeah.
I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
And like legitimately, that was the last thing Remedy did before making Alan Wake, was I think Max Payne 2. I think Max Payne 3 came afterwards. So
for a long time, the dark presence had
they like the goofy, hammy, like camp. Camp is what they love. They love camp.
An eye in the forest at night, not real enough to properly exist, and yet too evocative to fade away completely. Now it was waking up.
Even just reading some of these lines that they say in here,
each jerk and kick vibrating the strands that
like
deep into its
they evoke
was aware of him now.
a feeling, and they evoke like an idea, and so they're good, they're descriptive, but they are campy, because that last one again, like that line, where is it?
To focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot.
Blind spot caused by a brain tumor or eye disease.
It was
like, that's evocative, it really makes you think about it, and you know what he's saying, but it's kind of goofy at the same time.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned.
So you guys saw whenever I was fighting that pack of birds at the very first of the show, or the game. That's kind of what he's talking about. So we'll get to this stuff when we get closer, like as I find more manuscript pages, because without context, they don't make any sense anyway. So we might as well not worry about them until we have more context. The shotgun's good, but we only have 2 shells for it, so I'm gonna hold on to it and wait to use it for when we might be fighting something a little bit more dangerous, because these regular Taken we're fighting now, they only take 4 revolver shots, and you can pretty much keep them at bay with just your flashlight if you need to. So I don't really see a reason to like waste good shotgun ammo on them. Now we will have to face some bigger Taken before long, and not even like just boss battles, but like just they like start upping the ante with like bigger, heftier Taken. That's when you use shotguns and stuff. I feel like the weapons system in this game is really well done, because they just there's different types of guns, 3 or 4 different types of guns, and each 3 or 4 different type of gun has like a better version that's like above it that you can find later on and stuff. But they're they're each situational, but you can only carry 1 extra type of gun as you go. So you can't just can't use just any type of. Right around there is good-ish. It's hard to say for sure. I think I'm coming from that side, so yeah, that should be fine. So depending on your play style, the different guns that you find, you might like one more over the other. Like there's a hunting rifle, which is more of like a a long range like sniper rifle sort of situation there. But I'm not near as good with that as I am with like a good solid shotgun. So for me, I enjoy playing with the shotgun, and it works well for me. Poop bears! I fell. No worries, we'll get over there in just a second. It'll just take us a moment. My phone's about to die. I'm gonna plug it in. I have a phone charger right here. Because I don't want my phone to die. That would be frustrating. Okay, there we go. Eh! There we go. We really made that jump for sure. Ah! Okay. So now... Yeah, so I could have taken that stack of cups down in one shot from up here. Or stack of cans. There was no reason for me to snipe it from down there. But it was fun. And it did help me get a little bit better of a feel for like where the reticle actually lies in the flashlight beam. Because the flashlight, so like whenever you point like that, it's like, okay, well where am I shooting right now? So, it said checkpoint reached. I didn't make it to the light though. So how does that work? Ooh, shotgun ammo. Okay, very helpful. Oh, I forgot. There's like radio programs and stuff. It's really fun.
For a breath of fresh air, and what a night! I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and
Just
around,
glance around the cabin while it plays.
step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
Oh yeah, it's super pretty out here. Full of deadly monsters and stuff.
The forest is quietly breathing along with you.
Yeah, make sure you go out there and enjoy the weather in this nightmare land. Obviously, a flare gun is pretty effective in this type of world.
I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can find radios and listen to those. You can find TVs and watch episodes of basically the Twilight Zone. I feel like there's a couple other things like that too. There's all kinds of collectibles to find. The game's got a lot to it that you can. Something activates a checkpoint. Yeah, the first time you get to it, yeah. And otherwise, it's just kind of like a safe haven area where, like, the enemies can't get you while you're in here, so they just don't try.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep moving on because as much as I want to hear about Toby the dog, because he sounds super cute, I don't really see a reason for us to stick around and listen to the whole thing. We can just move on from here. So again, we're headed over there to those lights. So we've made a lot of progress, but we are still a ways off.
Closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Coffee thermos. He's talking about hot dogs. I didn't know he was talking about hot dogs at first because we were just talking about Toby the dog, and so he's like, such and such makes the best dogs! Okay. There's definitely gonna be shadows in this. But there's a manuscript page over there. Whoa! And I really want it! Back off! And reloading. I don't know if there's any more over here or not, but we're gonna grab this manuscript page and then call it good and try to get back over into the less... Oh, I was gonna be over here anyway, I think, because I think the path leads up here. Well, I guess we better run back this way. Oh yeah, that was... Uh-oh. I'm gonna get attacked again, aren't I? What's this? This seems interesting. Ow! Nope, stop it. Jerks. So you can shoot them before you take their shadows off, but it doesn't actually deal any damage. It just stuns them. So that's an important thing to remember. It's a good way of distracting someone if they're just about to hit you or something, but it's not going to save you. Safe haven. Whoops. Okay, hurry, 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 hurry. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we've created this safe haven now, which is very cool. And now I get more bullets. We don't need more batteries, because we've done really well at that. Don't be a dummy, aim for the tummy. Yep. So lamps and Alan Wakes are like lamps, posts, in Sonic. Yes, 100%. Elijah King, clap, clap, clap. I suppose that was for that dodge, that sick dodge Yeah, that felt pretty good. Okay, I don't like this at all. Yep, I was gonna say, I imagine I'm just about to get something thrown at me. Ow! I definitely got hit on that one. No sick dodges for me this time. Okay, reload. Okay, that's good, that's good. Coffee thermos, and then back onto the path. I think we've essentially found everything in this area. If not, then sucks to be us, because I gotta get out of here. This place is way too dangerous. I hear you! Oh! Oh, boy! I slow him down with my flashlight and then run! I got a checkpoint reached. There we go. Yeah, ammo conservation is important because obviously you do not have unlimited ammo in this game. So you've got to really, really watch out, make sure that you are not going to run yourself out of ammo trying to find like secrets and stuff. But sometimes the secrets like this actually are ammo. So that's super helpful whenever you can find some of these. And the less, obviously, that we use of our super items like the flare gun and the shotgun, the more we're going to be able to look in other places. Because even when we finally do run out of pistol ammo from searching, why are those rocks just rolling around? Like, what? Why? Why, Rock? Why? What possessed you to do that? Yeah, even whenever that way, whenever we do start running low on like pistol ammo from searching the woods, we'll still have like some fallback on the bigger, more power. Hi! I'm glad to hear about your diet, Mr. Stucky. I don't think it's exactly necessary, but I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough with me that we can talk about like the importance of lettuce and meat. It's good, you know? I feel like we've really grown in our trusting relationship with one another. I didn't realize you could actually even still control your camera during that. Oh, these are faster, weaker ones. They only take 2 shells each, even on Nightmare. That's good to know. Okay. Well, that could have been way worse. That worked out okay. I was a little nervous when they first showed up because there was 3 of them. I didn't really want to fight 3 guys. Can be kind of rough. At least they were all far away and coming from the same direction. Anytime you get cornered in this game, it's kind of difficult because you can't. You don't want to waste bullets by shooting someone who's not void of darkness, you know. So the temptation is there to just go ahead and. Anyone want to sit and watch an episode of The Twilight Zone together?
Those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Ooh, dizzy.
Tonight's
Sorry,
episode,
suddenly got really dizzy.
Quantum suicide.
Yeah, so they're on each of these little TVs. There's these little episodes of basically the Twilight Zone. They're just like little short scenarios of something happening. I don't really feel like it's the best use of our time on a stream to sit around and watch all of them. So I think, like, if we really want to, we can watch them all later or something. Find them on YouTube and watch them together if we think that sounds like a fun idea. But I don't like that. Sounds an awful lot like there's a bunch of bad guys about to spawn. Spawn out in the woods. That's weird. Checkpoint reached. Okay. Oh, and a box filled with unlimited ammo. That's never a good sign. Never a good sign at all, because that pretty much just tells us that they're gonna throw a lot at us. I hear Mr. Stucky. I'm kind of spooked. Where are you, Stucky? Okay, here we go. Alright, well, first things first. Boom! That's what happens when you shoot the flare gun. It's wonderful. Dodge! Oh boy! Hi, Stucky! Here! Ow! Ow! Oh, poop! Messed that up so bad. Okay, well, I was just dumb. I was being a dumb. I forgot you had to reload the flare gun. I mean, especially as it makes sense considering the fact that I found multiple flare guns already, so, you know, I should just have 3 flare guns just in my pocket, but, you know, whatever. Flare gun ammo is good too.
Dangerous. It requires patience.
Okay. Let them clump up a little bit more this time.
The engine takes to cool. Dropping tools. Bounce is an
So this also becomes kind of like a little safe area for a few seconds while that sits there.
tool forgotten inside the engine has destroyed. Then wait, car.
Okay, Stucky, where are you? I don't see him. There he is. I like a coffee thermos. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick. Surely nothing bad will happen while we're searching for a coffee thermos, right? These more powerful spirits, they move around a lot, and you gotta keep a real close eye on them, because they'll zoom behind you and then try to sneak up on you. He does not want to sit in one place and get flashlighted, though. I'm gonna have to use a lot of batteries, because if I'm just trying to hit him without using the focus and long term, it's gonna take forever. How do you enjoy shotguns, Stucky? Are you a hunter? Boom, shakalaka. Yeah. Hello, Dominus Delorum. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I love this game too.
Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
It's a wonderful game. I guess I really should use my pistol more, considering the fact that I have unlimited bullets in it right over here. But we haven't really struggled very much yet, so I'm not overly concerned with whether or not we're wasting shotgun shells on a boss fight, you know? Like, the pistol is perfectly fine for fighting most Taken. So when we're fighting a boss, we might as well use the big guns. And you saw how we actually ended up getting ourselves killed that one time just because we made a stupid move. No one ever said it was a 0 deaths run. Never said that. Yeah, this game, in my opinion, is like at the perfect level of spoopage. You know, like it just keeps you on the edge, but it's never purports to be like terrifying. So you're not like expecting it to be like, oh, it's gonna be this amazing horror experience. You're just like, oh, it's gonna be a good action game with some spoopage. Which really means I should probably play some Dead Space, because I never did play any Dead Space. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what it is, too. It's just a good spoopy action game. Although I think the first one's more horror than action, even though it apparently trends towards action as time goes on. It's sad that there was like a whole generation of good
Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Whole generation of good horror games lost to this idea that action horror was better than real horror. So you lost all like the Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, a lot of the Resident Evils and things like that were lost to this idea that people really just wanted a scary game where they were shooting and killing a bunch of stuff as opposed to an actual scary game. which just isn't true. There's a lot of good horror to be had, so it's sad that we lost so many good games to that idea. I guess they would have been good games. We don't know because they messed them up. So now that I'm older and looking back on those days, like at the time I didn't really care one way or another because I didn't really care about horror games.
The insanity I just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting.
Yeah!
At least for a moment.
This is gonna be real nice. It's gonna be real good. Gasoline. Okay, let's see. What do we have going on here? Enter the gas station. Got a manuscript page over here. Let's see where we're at on manuscript pages. 1 page left missing from nightmare mode. So, I think we still have yet to... We've probably yet to come across it. So, we're probably still on track to get all of the manuscript pages here on nightmare mode, which is pretty cool. I bet you it's actually going to be out here in the woods somewhere around here. In a place where we're going to have to fight a lot to get to. In fact, I see it, I think, over there. Yeah, that's a thermos. That's a thermos. But, you know. The heck, why not? Could be a manuscript page, too, right? You just simply never know. Okay, grab ourselves this coffee oh, boy! Oh, okay. Hello! Excuse me, gentlemen. Simply just don't have time for you right now. Come on. Ow. I can't dodge while I'm reloading. I didn't realize that. Oh, he was a stronger one anyway. Okay, no wonder I have more trouble with him. Okay, I don't see anything that way, so I think getting back to the light is a good idea right now. There we go. Well, that was fun. That was a good little bit of spoopage.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Okay, maybe manuscript pages this way instead. Nope, I see it. It's on the back of the building. Aha! Come on, how do I get back there? Run around, run around. Yes! Ha-ha! Success! Okay, so that puts us with all of the manuscript pages for episode 1. Which is really cool. Very fun to feel that amount of accomplishment. You know, it's I feel like the challenges in this game are really well made because some of them are a little more difficult than others, and there's a definite level of like they're not entirely necessary. Manuscript pages definitely give you a good feeling like you're actually finding out more information and accomplishing something new. But they're easier than...
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will...
That's Alice?
If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this.
That's interesting. Hey, look, Nordic walking.
Was I losing my mind?
Incontestably proven health benefits. Yeah, Nordic walking. Super good for your health and stuff. Some more information about the Deer Fest. 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th to 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music for the children. Sorry, my phone just timed out. I want to make sure that the stream is still up because I don't see why it would have timed out if the stream was still running. Okay, it was still on. I don't know what it did. Raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, surprise competitions, live music for the children. Bucktooth Charlie and Montgomery Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria. What is Bucktooth Charlie? this looks like something we're gonna have to look up. I'm not getting anything on my initial searches, so it must be like something in-game and not... Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. I thought it must have been like an old game or something that I just didn't know. You know, like people say like cornhole or something like that, you know. So I thought, oh, okay, it's probably something like that. But I love that they put the time and effort in to put different types of sunglasses on these sunglasses racks. Instead of them all just being like really generic looking regular sunglasses, there's like, you know, things resembling aviators and Harry Potter glasses and all kinds of stuff. That's fun. It's a fun thing. Okay, we've had enough fun goofing off around in here. Let's go ahead and use the phone. I think this is the end of the episode. I can't remember for sure. Which means it'll probably be the end of our stream, because I think it'll be the start of the next episode next. So we might as well call it a day as far as this is concerned, because we had a lot of fun, but we've obviously finished things up.
You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
No, I was definitely there.
To the head.
I was definitely there. I'm definitely concussed.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
I was in the forest. There was lots of animals and stuff. I shot some of them. It was, you know, it happened. There's nothing in Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s. The graphics on this game really hold up pretty well. This is 9 years old. It's been a while since this game came out. And it still looks really good, like all things considered. So, alright, so that is the end of this episode. I'm actually going to turn down the volume.
Just a sprinkle stardust.
I gotta turn the volume off because unfortunately, if it's in the live stream, then they will probably copyright strike the archive, which is super frustrating. So, it's some good music too, but yeah, I really like horror games too, Elijah King. So, all right, well, I want to thank you all so much for being here, as always, and you know, I just really appreciate all of y'all being here and taking time out of your day to kind of hang out with me and enjoy some fun spookiness. So, if you enjoyed Alan Wake, if you enjoy Alan Wake as much as I do, then I guess you could stop in and maybe tomorrow we'll do some more. I don't know. I'll figure out what my schedule looks like, and maybe we'll do some more tomorrow. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for being here, as always. And for now, this is Nathan Blake signing off for Nathan Blake Games. Remember that games are art, and art is important. Sayonara!